some mad, man. Hey, whether we win or lose, it's just a game. Headphones be killing me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bills
What's good? What's good?
Upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do
Trying to get some good
with Aaron
games in.
Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
How your day was, bro?
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game.
Oh yeah, we gonna try to get him.
For a couple here, second down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, you waiting on me.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it coming to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Singletary, a first down and more.
Come on.
And now off to the
Good run.
races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Beautiful run.
Devin Singletary, 61 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Rolling to his left. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. 54 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie.
Oh, nice little juke.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole
He about to
lot
break
better view
again,
than when
boy.
you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Second and 2. To throw, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen rolling to his right.
He should have ran up on that.
Tight end Knox. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. These two teams all tied after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen to throw it. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end.
Well, you know I saw that.
Down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Allen now on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. To the air, Allen.
Come on, how you get that, bro?
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They run here with Singletary. Take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this.
Yeah, you should have put your hand down and got up, bro.
For the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the 24, Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Jones.
Come on, bro. You supposed to burst through that hole, bro. Plan.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
Bro, he ain't even jump, bro.
That's into a double team and it's intercepted.
He ain't jump.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And
supposed to catch that over both of y'all.
At their own 9-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick?
Come on, bro. Where y'all at?
They would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
Come on, bruh.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Rodgers now on first down. Slant to Adams. And it's a Packers touchdown. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 2nd and 5 now. Allen on the, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Again, it's Dillon. And he went
that
nowhere.
was trash.
Moves yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
A third quarter now, at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete.
Man, this ball be in their hands, boy. These dropping that bit like, come on, bro.
Remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. On the move to his left. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect.
Okay, you hold on to the ball, boy.
Shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They run once more with Dillon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
You know I'm old school, so I always want a hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, 3rd down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
Oh.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon, And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Dillon will score. Touchdown, Packers. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings
I keep
with
missing
coaches and they
tackles,
use the
boy.
term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run here with Moss. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Allen. Dancing to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And the penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Ain't no first down, man. You got to score.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. One final try here for Allen. And it's
No,
caught.
boy.
He's
Let's
given a
go.
stop shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Eight yards to go on second down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Third and 4, and this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.
Let's get to the next game. Let's go. I keep racking up these losses, man. Some of the games will be good, though. I ain't gonna lie. It's all good. We trying to get this rank down where I'm at. Okay, I'm in the 7,000s now. Just gotta keep winning.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. The give is to Jones. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Rodgers going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got this to Jefferson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 2nd down and 8. Throwing, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. A 1st down throw for Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there. And
here's a diving catch right side.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers, and you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
Concrete.
toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins on
Good play,
the
good play.
connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Greg Joseph on for the extra
I don't know what the
point.
hell happened with the interception. Guess I gave you the ball back
He's
when
got
paying
it, and the
attention.
Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Well,
Man is not jumping at all.
And my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to
Shit
take matters
crazy.
in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 2, Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. Rodgers connecting with Equinemius St. Brown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Cousins on first down. To Jefferson on the slant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook. Pushing his way through. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook from 13 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers steps away. Looking deep for Adams. And it's a Packers touchdown. Devontae Adams, 37 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins to throw it. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, Dillon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Buying time to his left. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer. But you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. That is caught by Cobb, and it's a Packer touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there, and the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Throwing is Cousins.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes them.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Dillon. And this will be a Packers 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So 2nd down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Watch run. Watch it. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. Check nickel. 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 Jumbo.
To throw is Rodgers. He hits Adams complete.
This is my mode, baby.
Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams.
Have a good one. Tevin Williams. Have a good one, sir. Let me kick my field goal, bro.
Second touchdown of the night.
Not coming back.
Packers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Why you had that linebacker on him?
Now Crosby for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins completes this to Jefferson.
Oh, that was a nice play, brother. Buddy got turned around.
Now the Vikings will use
He wasn't expecting to get turned around.
They'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Cousins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side complete.
You were supposed to have been sacked, buddy.
The Vikings going to use their third and final
timeout.
With 47 seconds to go in the 4th. First down. Here's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
That will do it. Get him off the field.
To the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
That's where the return stops.
Anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting
he almost broke.
Then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Rodgers throwing here. And it's complete to Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams.
What pass interference at?
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys.
We ain't worried about a thing, cause you ain't gonna score.
It does, and you wonder about
Here you go trying to do the screen.
With a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
Possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead.
We don't give up about you.
Passes like that downfield.
Cause I ain't scared nothing.
One last shot now for Cousins.
Don't do it, cause I'ma knock yo.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
We got it, baby.
Intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick.
Get him off the field. Get him off the field. We're trying to get some good games in.
It's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last?
That should be funny when they.
What a second half the adjustment.
Man, get out my face. Move the camera.
It certainly worked.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to say nothing.
Focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half. And nope.
Don't talk to me. Man, I'm trying to keep this win streak going. I ain't even ranked monthly. Ah. Alright, YouTube, I'll be back.